In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to audit your website SEO like a professional would. And by the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to go through, audit your website, find the weaknesses, and then how to fix them. So in this case, I'm going to be auditing this website for myself, and we're going to be using a tool called Stellar SEO. You sign in and you put in your URL here, and we're going to hit analyze. And what this does is it goes through and checks out all the issues that your website is going to have, and basically technically breaks down what's going on with your website. So here we go, I'm going to open up this report, and you can see it's ranked at 84 out of 100, which is really quite good. But you can see it's got quite a few issues. If we scroll through, we can break this data down by SEO issues, performance issues, security issues, miscellaneous. Now it's worth noting, all of these will affect SEO, so don't just consider the SEO column. So you can see that the two biggest issues I've got in here right now are there's no meta description and there's no H1 tag on the website. So those are two massive technical issues that are really easy fixes. So all I've got to do is go in to Lookme 4x4, and I've got to add a description in here, and I've got to add a heading. Now we can scroll through and have a look what other options we've got. And you can see I've got some image issues, which aren't great. And you can see that everything else is actually doing quite well. So this is a really good place to start. So this is going to give us a checklist now, essentially, of things we can do. Now, step 2 is going to be having a look at the overall site health. So the way we do this is we take a URL and we go into Google, and inside the search bar, we type in site, and then we insert a URL. This tells Google to pull up all of our pages that Google has access to. Now, what we're looking through here is we just want to make sure that every page has a title and has got a nice meta description showing. If you don't, you want to fix it. So I can see here that most of our pages look quite good. They've got quite consistent endings with this Lookme 4x4, and they're all reasonably titled. You can see this page here is probably not the best title. It's a bit weird, it's blowing over the edge, so I might want to change that. But on most of them, it's actually looking alright. So that's the second step you want to have a look at, is auditing your entire website pages. Because you gotta remember, your website is more than just your home page. You've got to look at every single page on your website. If you haven't hooked up Google Search Console, Google it and do it yourself. It's not that hard. But what we want to be doing in here is we want to be navigating and making sure that our website's loading correctly and that Google can access this. The way we can check this is we can take, for example, our home page and inspect that in here and hit return. This is actually going to make Google look at your home page and then tell you what's going on. So you can see Google is telling us the URL is on Google, we know that, and you can see it's indexed, which is good, and you can see it's being referred to, it's being crawled, and it's working well. We can see we've got enhancements down here, which is really important. You can see the page is mobile friendly, which is a must. So the fact Google tells us that is amazing. If we go back, you can even tell that Google has actually identified the logos in there as well. So that's really cool. So Google, just from looking at that home page, recognizes our logo and knows that this page is mobile friendly, which is really powerful. Another way we can do this is by heading to coverage and having a look at the valid pages we have. And you can see over time, Google has ranked and found more valid pages on my website. Now we can open some of those up in here by going to valid and then selecting them. And you can see that these are valid pages that are working. Now the last thing we want to have a look at is your enhancements. So enhancements are additional features that Google has, and they're things like product reviews, review snippets, logos, and AMP articles, which are the fast loading articles. So you want Google to be able to recognize them on your website here. So if you can see that you're getting these pulling through here, that's really powerful. So you can see that Google is pulling through my products, and you can see there's a few issues, but they're still valid with a few issues, and they're just missing these types. So that's not a big deal. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. This is a really good start on how to improve your SEO and audit it. Keep well, guys. Have a great day. Ciao.